Hello friends, welcome back to Learning Nails and Aesthetics. We are in the Milady Esthetics book, Chapter 8, Facial Treatments, continuing page 323. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe, as well as check out my other videos. Keep in mind, I am not AI, so mistakes will be made. Let's begin. Outline the treatment goals for 6 skin types conditions. Skin conditions and products have been covered in Chapter 5 and 6, so review the ingredients and the factors that affect the skin's health to choose treatments for each individual client. The following treatments incorporate the same procedures as the basic facial, but certain steps and products are added or omitted based on the condition and skin type being treated. Dry skin. Dry skin is usually the result of underactive sebaceous glands that produce sebum, which softens the skin, creating a natural moisturizing protective barrier. The skin appears coarse, tight, dull in color, and often with visible lines and wrinkles. Figure 5-37 shows a close-up of some dry skin. It may also become dry from overexposure to the sun and wind, harsh soaps, poor diet, lack of fluid intake, medication, and environmental factors and aging. Dry skin can be caused by genetic disposition or as a result of skin aging. As a person advances in years, the body's renewal process slows down, and cells are not replaced as quickly as before. Here's a quick chart to refer to on dry skin characteristics. Hydrate the skin with rich mask and creamy cleansers, as well as gentle form of exfoliation to remove the dead dry skin cells and prevent them from accumulating on the surface. Massage can be very effective. Treatments for dry skin. For dry or mature skin, the treatment goals are similar to hydrate and nourish the skin, as well as remove accumulated dead dry skin cells. Facial treatments and home maintenance can help minimize dryness and stimulate the production of sebum. Massage and exfoliation are beneficial to dry skin. Protecting the barrier function and keeping dry skin well lubricated is important. In general, when performing a facial for dry skin, serums and creams can balance and protect skin with the appropriate products and in the proper amounts. Use a gentle enzyme peel, a gentle alpha hydroxy acid peel, or a light microdermabrasion treatment to exfoliate the skin. For a mask, peptides, hyaluronic acid, or emollient, and natural ingredients such as seaweed or a thermal mask can be used. Be sure to inquire about allergies before the use of these products. Massage and the galvanic machine can be used to assist in the application of a hydrating serum. LED can be used, see Chapter 10 on use of machines. A moisturizing cream with an oil base, antioxidants, and full spectrum sunscreen finish the treatment. Dehydrated skin. Dehydration on the surface is one of the most common skin problems. The major cause of dehydration is evaporation and loss of sebum from the surface of the skin due to the use of harsh drying soaps and alkalis, as well as through drier winter months, heat, and changes in climate. A client's skin may have enough oil but still feel dry and flaky due to lack of water in the skin. Figure 8-38 shows an up-close picture of dehydrated skin. Transdermal water loss, TEWL. The dehydration of the epidermis occurs through a process called transdermal water loss. The deeper tissues of the skin comprise large cells located with moisture. That just didn't come out right. The deeper tissues of the skin comprise large cells loaded with moisture with a moisture differential between the lower layers of 80% and the upper layers of 15%. With such a great difference, there will be a natural tendency for the moisture to move from the lower layers to the upper layers via osmosis. This movement is called transdermal water loss. The surface of the skin naturally contains lipids and sebum that create a natural moisturizing factor, NMF. When the stratum corneum is intact and healthy, it serves as an effective barrier to inhibit evaporation. Figure 8-39 shows a drawing the stratum corneum. Flattened cells are called keratinocytes. The keratin in these cells waterproof the skin and provide a barrier against infection. If these cells are packed tightly together, the water cannot get through them. If these cells are loosely packed and flaking, I lost my place, the moisture can easily evaporate. In addition to this, the NMF has the ability to bind moisture into the skin. When the NMF is washed off of the skin, the soaps and other alkalis, the cells dry and crack, producing dry skin. Restore internal skin hydration and retain inner moisture by preventing transdermal water loss. Concentrate on hydrating and nourishing treatments that deliver the highest amounts of moisture to the skin. Massage with the use of serums. Treatment for dehydrated skin. It is important to the health of the skin to maintain the natural moisturizing factor and the natural acid mantle. Dehydrated skin is prone to fine lines and wrinkles. It will appear thin and may appear fine in texture, but is actually coarse to the touch. If the client's skin seems to be dehydrated from factors that require medical attention, such as diet, lack of fluids, or medication, the esthetician should recommend that the client seek the advice of their physician or dermatologist. In the meantime, facial treatments that can improve the general health of the skin and help it retain moisture are beneficial. Superficial dehydration will always lead to superficial lines on the skin's surface, which eventually will turn into deeper wrinkles. Therefore, early anti-aging skincare will also greatly benefit this skin type. Mature or aging skin. Anti-aging treatments are an important part of our business. We age from the moment we are born. The speed at which age leaves its signs on our face is influenced not only through chronological time, but by genetic encoding and environmental effects. Figure 8-40 shows wrinkles develop when the skin loses collagen and elastin, and is a close-up of the eye area to the hairline. One part is genetic. One part is genetic, the rest is environmental damage, and the main part of this is caused by UV radiation. These topics are also referenced in Chapter 3, Physiology and Histology of the Skin, with additional details to follow. Biological changes in aging skin. Aging and sun-damaged skin is different from youthful, healthy skin. The differences are noticeable in loss of moisture in fine lines and wrinkles, and in the thinning of the epidermis. As skin ages, it undergoes biological changes due to reduction of estrogen, including reduction in collagen and elastin. And they reference figure 8-41, which is on the next page. With each passing year, the average moisture content of the stratum corneum is slightly decreased, manifesting in fine lines. The epidermis thins out, and the dermal papilla, which is the anchor of the epidermis, flattens out, resulting in a loose tissue-like texture. The cell renewal rate slows down, making healing slower. Circulation becomes impaired, resulting in desquamation, becoming uneven, which affects the evenness of skin tone. Likewise, the translucency of the stratum corneum becomes more opaque, resulting in a more yellowish gray skin tone. A lifetime of repeated movements results in expression lines around the eyes and mouth. As has been pointed out in earlier chapters, other factors such as pollution, hormones, photoaging from UV light, poor diet, stress, and other factors contribute to the signs of aging. Then figure 8-41, as referenced on the previous page, as skin ages, it undergoes biological changes. Then it shows younger skin compared to elderly skin, pointing out the various layers, epidermis, the dermis, and how it's different when it ages. Let's see, smoothing of epidermal dermal junction, reduced vascular tissue, disorganization, and loss of collagen fibers as compared to the younger skin. Pollution. Air pollution comprises tiny particles called particulate matter that contain nitrogen dioxide, NO2, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAH. When they come into contact with the skin, they activate multiple pathways of inflammation. Some pathways ignite the melanocytes, which create far too much pigment, which manifests in hyperpigmentation. Some excite enzymes that reabsorb damaged collagen. With too much chronic inflammation, the enzymes remove more collagen than the skin can create. This produces skin laxity, causing a cascade that results in fine lines and wrinkles. Poor diet. There are many examples of how bad food choices affect the skin. For example, dairy products may contain a hormone called IGF-1 that causes inflammation. Cheese, milk, and other dairy products may also increase the amount of oil that your sebaceous glands secrete. The excess oil is likely to clog pores and lead to acne. Finally, dairy makes it harder for dead skin cells to clear out, which allows for oils to collect and become inflamed. Sugar increases blood sugar levels, which spurs insulin, a hormone that helps the body store and use glucose, and IGF-1 production. Is that a mosquito? Got a mosquito buzzing. Sorry, it went right across the book. As mentioned before, IGF-1 is a big cause of inflammation. Therefore, the high amount of sugar found in candy, soda, and other sweet treats not only produces a lot of inflammation, but also reacts with your skin cells and causes dryness, decreased color, and premature wrinkles. Figure 8-42 shows a variety of things that we should not consume. So it looks like soda, cookies, candy, that kind of stuff. Is that pineapples? What? Well, I guess their sugar content's pretty high, but anyway, okay, where was I? Figure 8-42. Caffeine is a diuretic. That is, it causes water loss and dehydration. Hormones. Hormones are chemicals secreted by cells or glands, and they act as messengers that are sent out from one part of the body to signal cells in other parts of the body. Hormones regulate the body's internal environment. As we age, the body produces lower levels of hormones, and the ability of hormones to communicate messages decreases. Effects of imbalanced hormones in skin aging include excess blood glucose, which can damage or destroy collagen, and excessive free radicals, which can cause oxidative damage to the cells, as well as hyperpigmentation, resulting from changes in estrogen and progesterone, and women are not the only ones who can have signs of skin aging caused by hormonal changes. In men, levels of hormones such as testosterone decrease slowly over time, so that their late 40s or early 50s, men can experience hyperpigmentation, thinning skin, uneven skin texture, and reduced skin firmness. Men may notice that the area of skin around their jawline begins to sag, as well as the area around the mouth, which is the result of a loss of elasticity and underlying fat. They may also experience a noticeable increase in puffiness around the cheeks and eyes. Stress. The stress response leads to the secretion of stress hormones, adrenaline, cortisol, and norepinephrine in the bloodstream to bring about specific physiological changes. Unfortunately, this hyperstimulus effect can impair normal cellular renewal cycles of skin, as well as dermal mast cells, a type of white blood cell, become more reactive, which may lead to the release of a large number of pro-inflammatory mediators. I don't know. My eyes are funny all of a sudden for some reason. That cause inflammation in your body, resulting in redness of the skin. And here we have another caution. Estheticians are not nutritionists and should not encourage clients to remove foods from their diet without the consent of the client's physician. UV exposure. As discussed in Chapter 4, Disorders and Diseases of the Skin, repeated exposure to ultraviolet UV sun can cause premature aging of the skin, and artificial UV sources can affect clients in stages throughout their life, as highlighted in the following list. Then Figure 8-43 shows a man with a really bad sunburn. I'm surprised he's smiling. Woo. Group 1, classified as mild. Wrinkles do not form during this stage. Clients see mild pigment changes and minimal wrinkles. Group 2, classified as moderate. Clients may present with age spots and early signs of parallel smile lines, and they may feel the need to wear foundation to cover facial changes. Group 3, classified as advanced. Clients see obvious signs of discoloration, visible capillaries, and visible keratosis, and they may feel the need to wear heavier foundation. Group 4, classified as severe. Clients may see yellow, gray skin color, and wrinkles throughout. Other external factors. External factors can increase the appearance of aging in the skin. These include improper or insufficient skincare, medications, physiological disease, poor health, and psychological emotional problems. Extreme weight loss can result in loss of muscle tone and lined and sagging skin, which in turn gives the skin an aged appearance. Lifestyle choices such as smoking and the misuse of alcoholic beverages. And that'll do it for this video. I hope this was helpful to you. We will continue Chapter 6, Facial Treatments, in upcoming videos. I appreciate you watching. Have a great day. Thanks. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.